Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome to Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope you've all had a really good week. Had a pretty good week myself. Pretty productive. Feel like I'm ready for the weekend once again. We had some nice weather at the start of this week and I have to admit I kind of enjoyed it a little bit. Craig has started puttering around the backyard and we have some cleanup to do after this winter, and if you guys have been with me, at least since last year, you know that we started a huge outside yard renovation project, and we are finally, well, almost, sort of, kind of. We are nearing somewhat the end of that project. We are finally having the granite installed on the outside kitchen, I think next week. And then the very last thing that we have to do is tear up the outside jacuzzi and refinish the concrete and the tile that's in there. And once that's done, the angels will sing, and I'm gonna sit back there every single day of my life and just enjoy the fruits of my labor, because it's a lot of labor. Our last house, we didn't do anything with the outside. I mean, we kept it nice, but like we didn't really plant anything. There was just a lawn and that was fine. But yeah, we figured with this house, we would kind of go all out and it looks great. I will do a probably late spring garden tour for you guys. I would like for everything to kind of start blooming, and right now it's still a little sad out there. But I do promise you guys that I will show you what the yard looks like finally when it's all said and done, because it's been a project. Okay, I have beauty favorites for you guys. Excited about this week's favorites because there's some new brands that showed up at Sephora, and I'm kind of excited about it. So they're not new brands to me, but they're brands that I love, and I always love to see brands show up in larger, like, well, Sephora's not a department store, but you know, like a store type of thing. It'll make sense here in a minute. Okay, what do we start with? Let's do skincare. Why not? Okay. This past week, I finished up both the cleanser that I was using in the shower and then at the sink. And so I was able to go into my backup stash over here and pulled out my backup of one of my beloveds. And it just reminded me how much I love it. Actually, when I went to visit my parents the week before last, I had a travel size in my travel bag and finished it up. And I was like, I really like this. I know I have a bottle of it at home, but I just need to finish what I have. Let us talk about what it actually is. It's the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleansing Gel. Absolutely delightful. I would say if you have combination to oily skin, this is a fabulous cleanser. It really does help to kind of provide just a little bit of surface exfoliation, but it also has ingredients that are gonna like go a little bit deeper into the pore and just really clean those pores out. Like, get them fresh, get the dirt, the oil, the makeup out of there, the SPF, all of it. But without stripping or like drying the skin in any kind of way. I'm never left tight or uncomfortable, or my skin just never looks dehydrated after I use this cleanser, despite the fact that it really does do a thorough cleaning of my skin. Now, I use it with my Clarisonic, but if you have like a Foreo or a PMD, or even if you just use a washcloth, I think this is a fabulous cleanser, and I would highly, highly recommend checking it out if you are in that combination to oily to extremely oily skin type, like moi. Speaking of an oily skin type and the problems that can cause, guess who arrived at Sephora? That's right, Paula's Choice. So excited. Here's the thing though. I'll probably still continue to purchase from the Paula's Choice website because, quite frankly, Sephora rarely has sales, and actually the Paula's Choice website, I mean, if I'm not getting either 15, 20, or 25% off coupon from them, like every single week, it would be a miracle. So when I want things on sale, I'll probably still go with the Paula's Choice website. But for those of you that are maybe a little bit more uncomfortable ordering from the Paula's Choice website because it's not going to be as easy to return because there's obviously no store to go to, you're going to have to like ship the products back. This whole Sephora thing may be a really great option for you, right? So my number one recommendation, and something that I've been doing for the last few weeks myself that I think has worked really great actually, is I've been taking my beloved Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid. And what I've been doing is just putting it into the palm of my hand, just like, I don't know, maybe like a few drops. And then I like put it mostly on my fingertips and I just massage it into my skin for like a good 5 minutes. I literally just work it into the pores, especially in my T-zone where I have the most enlarged pores. BHA is fantastic at, again, getting deeper into the pores and then cleaning out all of that oil, the dirt, the bacteria. It just helps to kind of power wash your pores. And I think in the past, I've always just kind of slapped this on and like not really rubbed it in, but I think rubbing it in has actually been making a bigger difference. Plus it just feels good to give yourself a facial massage. So if I could give you a recommendation for a product that I think is totally worth picking up, especially if you, again, have the same skin problems that I do. If you have really nice clear pores and you're flawless, you don't need this. And good for you. But if you're like me, and you were born with genetics that resulted in enormous pores on your face, give that a whirl. Also, may I recommend an SPF? Have I told you guys about my favorite yet? The Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. Has the longest name ever. The best SPF ever though. So if you're in the market, you've always heard me talking about it and you've always wanted to try it, but you don't want to order from the Paula's Choice website, now you can get it from Sephora. Also, another thing you can get from Sephora, and I'm not quite done with skincare, but since we're on the Sephora kick right now, Color Wow also showed up at Sephora. So I really recommend this, what would you call this? It's like a leave-in hair perfector type product, right? It's like basically like a leave-in treatment that you put in before you blow dry your hair, helps to protect your hair. This specific one helps against breakage, which is nice, especially if your hair is maybe gray and a little bit more zapped of moisture. That can leave your hair more prone to breakage. So hydrate those locks, right? And you can do it with the Color Wow Dream Cocktail Kale Infused breakage formula. I would call it an anti-breakage formula, but they say breakage. Anyway, this is fantastic. I put this in from like mid-shaft to ends, and it really does, like, it makes my hair crazy. Look at how silky and soft she looks. Yeah, it does. And my hair just, it feels soft, but it's not like weighed down and like, you know, stringy looking in any kind of way. This is just good stuff. Don't use too much, but use enough, you know? You kind of have to play around with it. I will say I probably use maybe like a dime-sized amount, maybe a little more than dime, somewhere around a nickel or a dime. Works great, love it. It also smells really good. You guys know I'm a sucker for the smells, right? I know you're not supposed to be, but I like fragrance. Let's go back to skincare. Okay, I love this. Where has this been my whole life? This is the Isn't Green Tea Fresh Emulsion. This is a great moisturizer. This is a fantastic moisturizer. And guess what? It's actually quite affordable. I think this was under 20 bucks. This is the Isn't Green Tea Fresh Emulsion, and it is fabulous. First off, there's no added fragrance to this one. It does have like a green tea scent to it, but that's from the ingredients. It absorbs super quickly. I've been wearing this every single day, actually morning and night on my face. I use different moisturizers on my neck meat and my chest, but this on my face, gorgeous. It just absorbs really quickly. And if you're an oily girl like me and you're afraid that putting on a moisturizer in the morning is just gonna be too much for your oily skin, this is not. This actually helps to control the sebum. Turns out that green tea is fantastic at helping to kind of moderate sebum production. oil production, if you will. So I would say, again, combination oily people, if you're looking for a moisturizer and you're in the market for one that is fabulous and affordable, check this one out. Also, I've been using my Dermal Reset Exfoliating Concentrate from City Beauty as of late. And this is kind of the same idea as the like Sunday Riley Good Genes, where it's just like a really great like turbo surface exfoliation, but it's gentle. But when you wake up the next morning, you're really left with like a glow to your skin and it just feels smooth and soft. This is great. Now, they say you can use this morning or night. Typically, I use exfoliators mostly at night. You could put an SPF over your skin in the morning to protect it and wear this in the morning as well. But I don't know. For me, I like waking up with that like glow to my skin, and it lasts like for a couple of days. So this is not something that I even really feel like I have to use nightly. Usually a couple times a week for an exfoliator like this is more than enough for me, and it just takes everything off and gives my skin that fresh start. It's like a reset for your face. You go. You can also use this on your neck, other areas as well. I just use it on my face, but it's great. Let's talk about another hair thing. I shared an Ulta haul, well, Ulta Sephora and, you know, random haul earlier this week. One of the things that I picked up when I was at Ulta was the Alterna My Hair, My Canvas Soaring High Volumizing Blowout Mist. I really like this. And this is also actually a heat protectant, which I didn't realize at first, but this provides heat protection up to 450 degrees. It says it provides 72 hours of humidity protection. I don't feel like I need humidity protection, but I do find that this is a really nice, again, I have it in my hair today. Not like, it doesn't provide like crazy volume to my hair, but really touchable, natural volume. And I do think that there is a place for that in my everyday life. Like I don't always need hair out to here, right? But I really do think that this is a great thing to combine with other heat protectant type products. Anything that I think you can do to protect your hair is a good thing if you're going to blow dry it every day like I do. But yeah, this is great. It doesn't make my hair sticky or gummy. It smells good. I know. And yeah, I will definitely repurchase this. So far, only about 4 uses in, but I really like it a lot, and I see it being a regular part of my collection. I think it's very enjoyable. All right, let's do some makeup. By the way, there is a little bit of a flop this week. We'll do that at the end. Paris Love Letter. So this has been my eyeshadow palette from the week. I also did a tutorial. It was like a really light wash of purple and green on the lid with a little bit of peach, kind of like a darker peach in the crease. If you missed that tutorial, I will link it down below. I really think this is a great palette. I did mention in the video that I thought the shimmers that were in here had a little bit more fallout than usual when it comes to Viseart, but it's not terrible. And I think the colors in here are really kind of unique and fun, especially for spring. So if you're in the market, also Viseart they re-released My Beloved, which is the Grand Pro 1. Now there are some new shades in the new version, and my goal is to go through and see if I can purchase the new shades individually so I can just put them in my own palette. But if you've always wanted this, so good. It's my favorite. It is my favorite, hands down favorite palette in my collection, and I will never be without it. I almost bought just the new one, the new version, but it does again have a lot of the same colors as the original, with maybe, I think there's like maybe 6 or 7 that are switched out for different shades. So for me, it probably makes more sense to see if I can get a hold of those shades individually, and I think that I can either on Muse or Beautylish. I need to double check, but yeah. Anyway, that's back. I'm excited about that. My mascara this week, I actually busted out the Wander Beauty Mile High Club Volume and Length Mascara. I forgot how much I like this. I think I still like the volume and curl better because the brush on that one is a little larger and it's curved. This has a slightly smaller natural bristle brush, and it is a little bit better at lengthening the lashes, but it's a great formula overall. It doesn't flake, smudge, transfer, irritate my eyes, anything like that. This is really nice. All right, my lip hits from the week were, and I actually have this on my lips now. I need to add a little bit more, I feel like. I love this color, I love it. Look how bright that is for a gloss. Ooh, I really like it. Okay, this, I know, right? Look, it's red. It's color. What? On my face. The Viseart, what are these called? They're lip glosses. Moisture Boost Lip Shine. There we go. In the shade Granita. Hi, you need this for spring if you're in the market for a new lip gloss. This is gorgeous. Love the formula. It's thinner, so it doesn't get goopy on the lips at all, but a really nice, like, just pop of like a cherry red on the lips, but not intense, wearable, which you guys know I like, but these are really nice. I do still want, I think, the Petal shade. I need to pick that up, but these are gorgeous. Love them, love them. Another hit is this. You just have to be careful how much you apply, because if you put on too much, it does get that like gummy lip gloss type situation. But these new Bite Beauty Yay Sayer Plumping Lip Glosses, this is the shade Guava Puff. This is actually what I had on my lips in my tutorial for this. This is beautiful. I love this. The color, gorgeous. Not much of a scent to this, but it's just a really nice, like, creamy mauve. It's like a mauve. It does have shimmer in it, but the shimmer doesn't, like, you can't really see it on the lips, and it's not chunky shimmer. So anyway, I do really like this. I just need to be careful with how much I put on. I kind of want to put on a lot because I like that milky look that it gives to my lips, but then you get like the stringy, yeah, just don't overdo it. It's gorgeous. And then the last thing, before I do my flop, this was kind of my go-to blush this week. I don't know if this is still available, but okay, I'm talking too fast. Like, my brain is going way faster than my mouth can even like spit the information out. I don't know if this is still available. This was kind of like a limited edition thing from Tarte last year. It's their Amazonian Clay blush in Bidet Bay. This is a really nice peachy pink, great for this time of year. This is what I have on my cheeks right now. It's just really easy, and it pairs really nicely with like the eye look that I did from this palette. I can't remember what blush. I don't think it was actually this blush. I think it was actually Party, P-A-A-A-R-T-Y, that one from Tarte. But this is also a great fit for it. And then my flop for the week. Guys, it's a lipstick from Natasha Denona. I am gonna take it back, even though it pairs really nicely with this gloss. This particular shade, Omarosa, this is the I Need a Nude in Omarosa. It's very, very brown. When I looked at it in store, when I was at Sephora, it looked like it had a lot more pink in it under their lights, but once I got out to the car and actually put it on my lips, I was like, oh, this is very brown. Now again, I could keep it and I could just always pair it with this lip gloss, and it's actually a great lip combo. If you have these two, you should try them together. You might really like them. But I like to be able to wear the lip product by itself as well, and if I can't, then it's just not worth keeping for me. So anyway, I think I am going to go ahead and take this back probably this weekend, and I'm going to exchange it for, I think, a different Natasha Denona lipstick. I got a couple of suggestions from a few of you, so I think I know what I would like to replace it with. I think there's two options actually, so I'll take a look and see if they have them in store. But yeah, really great formula. Just the color, very brown. If you look at the reviews on the Sephora website, they say that their swatches are very deceiving. Like when you actually get the lipstick, like oftentimes it looks like a totally different color than what is represented online. So do be careful and maybe look up some more realistic swatches before ordering. Because again, what I saw on the Sephora website, it just didn't look like that on me at all. So there's that. Anyway, you guys, that's the faves and finally a flop. Not a total flop. Again, the formula is great, but it's just, yeah, it's the color. It's not a good color for me. It's very brown. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I will be sure to put links to everything in the description box down below. I hope you have a great weekend. I do have some home fragrance content coming up if you're interested in that. Otherwise, I'll see you back next week for more random beauty related content. All right, take care. Toodaloo.